The Green Dot, Tamara Gaudet.
In case you haven't already noticed, I'm pretty much blind as a bat. I'm a little bit of a princess, and I consider wine to be a major part of Canada's food guide. Good afternoon, Madam Toastmaster, honorable judges, fellow Toastmasters, and our special guests. Do you ever wish that sometimes you could be invisible? I know I do. Like the time I slowly felt up a man once in a store wearing a leather jacket because I thought it was one I wanted to buy. Although I don't think he minded much. Or the time I slowly ran my fingers through a woman's long hair because I thought it was a wig for Halloween. Oh, come on, who are we kidding? I've gotten some pretty good dates because of these visual mishaps. Being blind does have some perks. Today I would like to share with you a story. If ever there was a time I wanted to possess the superhero quality of invisibility, this was it. One day, shortly after losing my eyesight, my counselor from the CNIB, aka Mr. Magoo, asked me if I would like to come to their annual luncheon at the Westin Hotel. Who knew I would learn such valuable lessons that afternoon? Lesson number 1. Never agree to meet another blind person without assistance. I realized that I would not know how or where to meet him. No sight, no cell phone, and my spidey senses weren't as keen as they are today. As I waited, I wondered if I began tapping my cane, would that be like a universal call to communicate? But then panic struck. What if a flock of lost and confused blind people heard my call and came running? What would I do? Honestly though, didn't anyone notice a crazy blonde girl frantically flailing about this hotel lobby with a hazardous weapon? Apparently not. I finally heard Mr. Magoo calling. Tamara, is that you? No, blind boy. It's Queen Latifah. Who else have you been waiting an hour for? And watch where you're putting that stick. Lesson number 2. Never sit at a table with 8 other blind people. At this point, I couldn't help but ask myself, how did these crazy, yet seemingly happy, sightless people end up at my table? My next thought was, where's the wine? It only took moments for myself and the sighted lady next to me to want to bolt for the nearest emergency exit. Being the wife of one of the blind men at the table, she was very familiar with the lingo, and it quickly began. What's for lunch? Where's the pepper? Where's my fork? Do we get salad dressing? What kind is it? Do we get bread? Where's the washroom? Is my chicken cooked? Is this gravy or pudding? I was petrified. And I wondered if anyone would notice if I just slowly slid under the table and curled up with the guard dogs. 8 blind people, just saying. Lesson number 3. Never let a bottle of wine trick you into believing you need it. This one, my friends, is a tough lesson to learn. In the middle of every table was a special bottle of wine in which one lucky person was eligible to win. This now was the only thing keeping me at this event. Well, that and the fact that I had no clue how to escape. The MC says, "Okay, everyone, lift up your tea plates and look underneath it." If you see a green dot, you are the lucky winner of the bottle of wine at your table. I suddenly wondered if I was out on a day pass. Because all I heard at my table was, "Do I have a green dot? Do I have a green dot? Do I have a green dot? Do I have a green dot?" Yeah. The sighted lady next to me just leaned over and said, "You don't have a green dot." Of course not. You know, it's experiences like these ones that teach us how to laugh, even though in those moments we want to die a slow, painful death. Okay, a little harsh. Copious amounts of alcohol will do. You know, my green dot story has become somewhat of a legend in my life, in the sense that when picked apart, it has love, laughter, embarrassment, humility, compassion, stupidity, acceptance, and truth. Would I do it again? No. Not that way, anyways. I'm smarter now. I've traded in my shiny white disco stick for a trusty furry four-legged escort. I BYOW now, because after all, isn't it all about the wine? And I simply say, yes, I've got the green dot. Because what are they gonna do? Tell a blind girl she doesn't? Madam Toastmaster.